I'd love to get into. I'd love to try like movies and other things like that. I'd love to, but my goal for all of the stuff that I do is I never want to be the guy that's there when the lights are coming on and it's closing time. Where it's like I never want to be the guy like Michael and I talked about this a lot. If we had a blank check and they said you can make this show Smiling Friends for forever, you can make 20 seasons. We talk about like if we had a blank check and we had infinite money, we were getting offered a lot of money. At what point would we want to walk away? And the shows that like I don't know what that number is. It's whatever we feel like we're not happy with. But I really admire Seinfeld and Milwaukee. All the cast of Seinfeld for walking away in season 9. South Park. I love that show. And the creators of that show are some of my biggest heroes because of all the stuff that they made. But I think that show could have ended in season 8 or 9 or 10 and still been like a cultural staple, a cultural icon. But anyways, that's saying basically that I never want to overstay my welcome. So if I go into doing movies or anything else, if I'm so lucky, I have no idea if that's going to happen. You're kind of gambling at that point, or musicals or anything. I hopefully want to be the person that does one movie and it's a success, and I put 5 years into making one really good movie rather than doing, as an example, 10 mediocre movies or 5 mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Like Matt Stone, Trey Parker, the South Park guys, they made one musical and it was great and it won a bunch of awards, and they went, all right, again, that's a little flag planted, done. Did a musical that was like really good. Or even like Mike Judge, right? Did like Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill, all of that, pretty much all of that guy's shows, besides like The Good Family, but like like, I don't think he even really had a bunch of involvement in that show. So it's just, whatever that my so-called future is, I hope it's not sitting around going, all right, we did 500 episodes of Smiling Friends. People go, yeah, that show peaked in season 3. That is what I don't want. That is, I hope, or like Tarantino, right? That all of that guy's movies are fucking great. Just that's what I aspire to. So I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that specifically shakes out to look like. But if you're asking genuinely what, and then also just stuff outside of animation, starting some weird. When I'm 50, I want to be a little bit unrecognizable in the sense it's like, what? I own a textile business. All right, okay, well I guess I do that now. Just some weird thing that I'm not even foreseeing yet that I like.
Psychic ponchos.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal. That's mine now. So the answer, basically, what I always think of it as, I don't want to be drawing. I don't want to be doing the same thing when I'm 50 or 60 as I'm doing now. That to me is a little bit. And I don't even disrespect anybody that does do that, but just people that are able to reinvent themselves and do it in the way where you're not getting away from anything. Going, I disavow. It's like, no, I just am doing a bunch of different things and viewing. It's like a unique little challenges. Can I make a really good board game? And using the mindset of like, can I reverse engineer something and make something really good? And did I do it? Oh, okay, I did it. Let's move on. That's all I wanted to do. Make something that people really enjoy, because I think the biggest mentality that people really get hung up on when you're in the machine of LA and entertainment is, no, man, like, well, everyone hated our show, but we had a good time making it. You're wrong. You're wrong. I don't care. Like, I would unironically rather be fucking miserable myself. And this is something Michael and I talk about. I'd rather be miserable working on this show or anything. I'd rather be miserable and want to fucking kill myself, blow my head off into a million atoms of red mist. But everyone loves the show. Then I had it. Well, at least I had a good time. Everyone hates it, but I had a good time. That's not what it's for. That's not what it's for. Like, nobody talks about Star Wars because George Lucas had a great time. He was tap dancing on set. I'm sure that production was miserable, but you created a cultural impact that like awakened people's imagination, and people like felt something, and you made them react in a way. I mean, that's all art is, right? It's just reaction. It's just reaction. If the audience isn't reacting, what did you fucking make it for? You just wasted time and money, and like you did. If you're doing it for yourself, you're kind of doing it for a wrong reason. That's the biggest like mold growing on stuff is when I see people that are really talented where they go, well, at least we had a good time making it. I don't think that's the right mentality at all. And by the way, I'm also not saying you should be miserable, but if you're saying, well, as long as I get like I work my 9 to 5 and I went to sleep, and like, you probably have to be stressed out a little bit. I mean, it's something good. You have to kind of, stress a little bit. So again, I'm sorry I'm giving these long-winded answers, but you're asking me questions and stuff that I think about a lot, that I sit on, basically. Anyhow.